I saw a film yesterday. It was called The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, or Parnassus, or however you pronounce that, and I really loved it. It was definitely the best film I'd seen in ages. It was by Terry Gilliam, who also was a part of the Monty Python and produced Time Bandits. And it's just absolutely mental, the imagery you've got in there, all very surrealist, very Salvador Dali, and it's right up my street since I do art, and next year I will be an art student officially. And yeah, I loved it, absolutely loved it. It was the last film Heath Ledger ever did before he died, which was incomplete, and so he had to get Johnny Depp and Colin Farrell and Jude Law to fill in for him. And because I love the idea of face changes, people like Doctor Who, since I'm a Doctor Who fan, the idea of people who change their faces, that's always fascinated me, and that's why I love this film so much, as well as the fact that it told the story of a world that doesn't tell stories anymore, because I love to tell stories and write stories and draw stories. But the main thing that the film seemed to make me see was something that's quite sad today about the film industry. I mean, I used to love going to the cinema when I was younger. I used to go all the time. I remember when I first saw Toy Story, which Toy Story 3 coming out soon. I hope that's good. It will be, I think. Yeah. And it reminds me the sad fact of how expensive it is to go to the cinema these days, to go see a film, you know. It costs about £8, maybe more, to go and see a film. I mean, I wanted to go and see Avatar in 3D, but that's about £13 as well, 14, more than that maybe on the IMAX. Same with Alice in Wonderland, and that really stops me going to see these films that are currently out. Plus I don't have a job. But yeah, it's the expenses these days, because my mum was telling me how it used to cost about £2.70 to go to the cinema. Actors like Tom Baker could go to the cinema every day, he said. He used to go to the movies and watch a film all the time. It was something you'd do with the family, and these days it costs so much more to go, and I just don't go anymore. The last film I think I saw at the cinema was at Christmas, which was The Nativity. Good film still. But yeah, it costs so much to go to the cinema these days. Does anyone agree? Anyone agree? It costs so much to see a work of art. I mean, I know it pays the box office, and I think it also makes up for the money of people going in and making pirate copies, but surely, you know, pirate copies, if they're cheaper, maybe more. Maybe if they're cheaper, wouldn't you see it? But then it's quality, I guess. Yeah, quality. Yeah, like I bought Avatar on DVD recently, the 2D version, and seeing as I don't have a HD screen, I really felt I was missing out on something watching the DVD. This isn't a DVD review, by the way, although it could be. Yeah, and I felt like I was missing out on something, because I was watching it saying, that was made for 3D, that was Parnassus, that could be a good 3D film, I reckon. Yeah, but Avatar, when I was watching on DVD, I just thought, this is so made for 3D and a bigger screen, so I didn't enjoy it so much. Yeah. But I myself am going to be making a film for my art A-level, which I'll give you a little insight into if you want. I mean, I've been looking at sort of Nightmares, that's Ed Gein, the serial killer. Yeah, I've been looking at sort of Nightmares at the moment. Pages full now. And with that, I've been looking at another one of my favourite sort of filmmakers and creators, which is Tim Burton. Hence my apprehension to wanting to go and see Alice in Wonderland. Francis Bacon too, one of my favourite artists. And Mr. Burton. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a film about the election, because I'm 18 and was just able to vote. And what I've done is I've used Francis Bacon's style to create nightmarish visions of our sort of MPs and PMs, so to speak. So look, here you've got Cameron and Clegg, and it's going to be like a nightmarish short, and just a bit of that, a bit weird. and people will be voting with crisp packets. Alright, providing it sounds crap at the moment, it will be up here, might cause a stir, who knows, but I hope to have it here soon. That will be my film. I'm not promising anything amazing, but as long as you enjoy it, that'll be good. Right, logging out for now, Nick. Ciao for now.